Hi, dear friends. Guess what? I'm here. Right behind me, you can see a huge tree. Maybe I should just give you a glimpse of how the tree looks like. That is how this tree looks like. So huge. The tree is huge. And maybe if you can see so clearly, we are just right uh, in front of the expressway. You can see the expressway right above. And guess where are we? This is the famous fig tree at Westlands, which survived the construction of expressway. It was among the features that needed to be demolished to give way for the expressway. But as you can see, the expressway is almost complete, and the tree, for your information, not even a branch was touched. Why? It's because environmentalists stood to prevent its destruction, because as you can see, this fig tree is more than 100 years old, and on it or under it there are so many ecosystems and many organisms that are surviving because of it, apart from mentioning even its value in combating or in cutting the carbon emissions in the atmosphere. I have kept on singing that climate change is real. In this year, in this decade, the crisis has escalated, and it is the prayer of everyone. All environmentalists are urging that the governments will take it seriously to stop climate change, because this decade is the only chance we have to stop climate change. Now, this tree here, we are celebrating its existence because what it has done, among many other trees that we have not mentioned, the importance and their advantages are just beyond words. If you want to know more about the importance of trees, you can just scroll down, just search Robert Mayer on my YouTube channel, and the third episode on the importance of trees. You are going to see how important they are. But just to mention that this one tree is able to cut down up to 0.33 tons of carbon emissions. So annually, we can be sure of 0.33 tons of carbon that has been cut down by virtue of these trees. And I'm talking about this very particular tree. So today we are celebrating the Wangari Maathai Day. We are celebrating her legacy. We are celebrating all her effort toward environmental conservation and women's rights. So today, as the icon rests in peace, we are celebrating her efforts. Had it not been for her, many of the achievements we have had in the environment would not have been achieved. So we celebrate her, and we are just asking you, wherever you are, that IPCC report 2022 has been released, and the crisis is just something that we cannot even talk about, because it is too much beyond explanation. And we still have some room. We have room to plant trees. We have room to preserve trees, just like this one has been preserved. And we have a lot that we need to do. So we are calling upon each one of us, as we call upon governments to ensure that the policies that they have put up, for example, in that it just concluded COP26, they concluded that deforestation must be stopped by 2025. It is our hope and prayer that they are going to keep that. Also, they agreed to limit their carbon emissions into the atmosphere by asking all the manufacturers, the industries, to install technologies that are able to sieve the carbon emissions and greenhouse gases, which are contributing a greater percentage. So my point is that trees are able to save to control climate change just by about 60%. This is my own estimation, but I'll be bringing you the scientific research about it. But what are we saying? As we celebrate the Wangari Maathai Day on this African Environment Day, do something. Use the April rains, please plant some trees. Take care of those that are there, your flowers on the compound. Just take care of them, because you do not know how far this will go in preserving our ecosystem. So I just thought I should bring you this tree, because you've seen on my Facebook post, I've posted the fig tree at Westlands. This is the fig tree, 100 years old. We have others that are older than this, and we are asking that they be preserved even as we plant new ones. So maybe, as Wangari Maathai says, it is the little thing that counts. Hers was to plant trees, and I have borrowed from there. That is why my little thing is planting trees and urging everybody else to plant trees. I will repeat that we did not inherit the planet and the environment from our forefathers. Rather, we borrowed it from our children and our children's children. And we have an obligation, we have a duty to render a habitable planet and a habitable environment to our children and our children's children. Without that, we do not know the excuse we will make as to why we gave them an uninhabitable planet. So think about these things even as you think green. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.